Hey guys, this is Ina from Deeply Rooted, here with another documentary review. And oh my goodness, I just finished Tell Me That You Love Me on Netflix. And I needed a whole minute to process that roller coaster. And the documentary had me checking in with myself, identifying my feelings so that I could remain objective for the whole 1 hour and 32 minutes that this occurred. So the story revolves around the Johnson family, specifically Derek Johnson, who was diagnosed with cerebral palsy when he was a toddler baby. This left him with the inability to walk and to talk. He did like a lot of sounds, banging on the table when he wanted to communicate with his mom and his older brother John. His older brother John attended Rutgers University, and he met a professor who specializes in communication for people with disabilities, Anna Stuberfield. She has like a history, like when her mom worked with or learned about facilitated communication devices, and so John approached her about it, and this allowed Anna and Derek to connect, where she was working with Derek one-on-one on using the facilitated communication device. And in the beginning, she was given a lot of positive results on it, saying that he was communicating and he was progressing with that device. Eventually, as some time has passed, Anna started to say that she started developing feelings for Derek, romantic feelings for Derek. So now things are starting to go left. Like, it took a twisty turn at that mark. She said that he was asking her for kisses. He asked to touch her sexually, and they did engage in sexual acts. So at some point, Anna tells the family that this is going on, and that John was like, his brother could not believe it. He goes and they spend time with Derek to kind of see if this is actually the case and that Derek is actually communicating with those devices. Come to find out, the boy, he's not pressing buttons. He's unable to communicate. This man, I can't remember his name. I think it's like Howard Shane, or I can't remember his name. Let me look real quick. His name, Howard Shane. I got it right. His name was Howard Shane, and he did a study to see if the facilitators are influencing the patient when they're using those communication devices. And it was found through his study that these communications are being influenced more by the facilitator than the patient. And it turned out with the evaluation from Howard Shane that Derek was intellectually incapable of using the device the way that Anna reported initially. She ended up going to jail for a certain amount of years. I don't think she did the full time. She was able to come out on appeal, but she did go to jail for sexually abusing a patient. And it was such an abuse of authority first, and it really provided false hope to the family. So I really felt for the family. It provided false hope to believe that maybe Derek would have a semblance of a normal life. Be able to communicate with them on ways that they weren't afforded before, because he was essentially just, he wasn't mute, but he couldn't talk and he barely could walk. I was interested in seeing that, the way she manipulated the situation, and that even today she still feels like they had a romantic relationship. The whole documentary was a wild ride. I did feel emotionally, I felt like really sorry for the family and what they went through, believing that this woman was coming to be helpful, and instead, fed them false progress reports and, gave them a false sense of belief that their son could be able to talk when, and it was really conflicting throughout, because you did hear stories of Anna and how she was and how she did help some people and how the device helped some people. But in this case, this circumstance, it helped no one, and she did go to jail for the crime that she committed. It made me think about ethics and boundaries when it comes to caregiving and providing these services for people with disabilities. It was a really interesting documentary. I didn't really notice or feel the 90 minutes. So if you got time, you got some popcorn, you want to see the same story, please feel free to go ahead and watch Tell Me That You Love Me on Netflix. It's still streaming. And comment below what you thought of it, or if you're interested in it. I found it very interesting. So just, let's keep talking in the comments. And I'll see you guys another time. Bye.